Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria. Now, in a time when digital transformation is the heartbeat of progress, one company is making bold moves to ensure Nigeria is not left behind. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a strategic investment that promises to empower communities, boost connectivity, and reshape the future of how we communicate and do business. Joining us this morning is a very special guest. He is the Director of Corporate Communications and Corporate Social Responsibility at Airtel Nigeria, Mr. Femi Adeniran. It's great to have you here in the studio with us.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here. And I must say, this studio is really very beautiful.
You like the studio?
I actually like it, yes. It's an amazing investment that you guys have made here.
Speaking of investments, we're hearing great things about what Airtel is doing. But you need to let us in on the primary areas of focus for this investment.
So the first thing is, let's answer to the reason why we are putting in more investment, doubling our investments.
Sure.
First and foremost, Nigeria has a very large market.
Sure.
Arguably, maybe the largest in West Africa, and it represents a significant percentage, right, of the African market.
Sure.
And the young people of Nigeria also represents a very big population,
sure,
right, of English-speaking, digital natives. They're very comfortable using technology.
Sure.
We also look at the digital economy of Nigeria, which is rapidly expanding.
Sure.
We have fintechs doing great returns. So if you put all of these things together, all right, and the foundation that everything rests on is connectivity. So we have no choice, all right, than to put in additional investment to ensure that we have expand our coverage, to ensure that our services are top-notch, faster speed and all of that. So basically, that is the reason why we're putting in more. And we're focusing on putting in more this year. We started doing it.
Sure. And
I'm sure our customers have started also experiencing the effect.
So the next question is really about quality and how these investments sort of improve the quality of the service, because it is about the people, as you've already said.
Well, it's a quality of service, like what I've said before. When you put in more, maybe you're expanding fiber coverage, you're putting in more to upgrade radios, you're investing to have increased capacity, maybe you're adding to spectrum.
Sure.
All of these have a direct effect on the quality of service. Customers will be able to make calls and complete calls. You'll be able, you have faster speed for downloads and uploads.
Sure.
You're able to, do your business,
It is about businesses these days, and even in the rural areas now, people are doing business on another level. And it feels like the coverage in rural areas is very important. So let's talk about how this investment will enhance that area.
Okay, so currently we have our coverage is about 84 to 85% in Nigeria, right? So we're looking at maybe the remaining 15% to 16%, these investments would allow us to cover more.
Sure.
All right? So rural areas, honestly, we are almost everywhere.
Okay.
And we intend to maybe achieve 100% coverage, and we're working very hard towards that.
Is there a timeline for that?
Well, I wouldn't want to put the timeline, but it's progressing.
Okay.
And we're getting there.
So can we talk steps, the specific steps that are being put in place to improve the quality, the data capacity? Let's talk about that.
Right. So I'd like to focus the conversation on what we are doing, as in putting in more money. Of course, you mentioned data capacity.
Yeah.
Sometime last year, we broke ground for our data center. Arguably, when it's completed, it's going to be maybe the largest, capacity.
That wasn't too far away from here, I believe.
Yes, somewhere around here, yeah. So So we have that. That is in progress. Yeah, we're hoping that maybe in the next couple of months, maybe we'll be able to, invite you guys to come and see the progress of work.
Sure.
So I've mentioned spectrum.
Sure.
We're adding to our fiber.
Sure.
And also to put, we're also working increasingly to build resilience around the fiber.
Sure.
Meaning, we have able to fix damaged fiber quickly. So there's a lot of intelligence, a lot of for us to be able to spot where we have problem areas, to be able to go in there.
Sure.
I'm sure that if you're an Airtel user, you would have noticed that things are a bit stable.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. And stability is really, really important. But let's talk a little bit about innovation. We know Airtel can be quite innovative, especially with regards things like marketing. We've seen some amazing ads go out there. But let's talk a little bit more about the customer-focused solutions of your investment today.
All right. I think about 2 months ago, we launched the Spam AI.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is one of, we have several innovations, but that is significant.
Sure.
And it's a solution that it's free. First and foremost, it is free to all customers on our network. You don't have to download anything. Once you're on the network, it's automatic.
Okay.
And you can actually, it's also for smartphones and feature phones.
Okay.
So basically, what does it do? It spots and alerts you, of a potential spam SMS message.
Okay.
All right? And it doesn't really, read the SMSs. What it does is it studies the behavior of the sender.
Okay.
All right? Studies the behavior of the sender, maybe using about 250 parameters. Right? In 2 milliseconds, it's able to detect whether, okay, is this person removing SIMs or sending bulk SMSs out without receiving. So there's so many things that it will read, and with that, it spots and alerts you that, okay, this is a potential spam. So it's free for all Airtel customers, and I think that's one of the innovations that we just launched.
That sounds really interesting, and I think it's about time too, really, that the providers such as yourself look into those areas. And then, of course, AI is the future. Well, it's already here.
It's here.
Yeah, it's already here. But talking about the future, what does the future now hold for Airtel Nigeria following this huge investment?
Basically for us, we pride ourselves that the customer is at the heart of our business. So if we're thinking into the future, thinking about today and thinking into the future, all right, it's for us to continue to provide quality service for our customers, for us to continue to ensure that our customers are getting the best benefit of staying on our network. It's for us to continue to put in the required investments to ensure that the digital economy, which is becoming the thing for Nigeria, is supported. And our sector, ICT, contributes about 20% to the GDP. We intend to continue, to wrap our operations around ensuring that our customers get best value. That is what the future looks like for us.
All right. I'm so pleased to hear that. But now there's always that opportunity to, connect with Airtel's customers. I know you probably have some final thoughts to give before we wrap up the conversation.
We also have our social, for my final thoughts.
Yeah.
We also have our social investments. I cannot come to, not mention, what we are doing around digital inclusion, what we are doing around financial inclusion, what we are doing around education, that's around our CSR. Presently, we are in a partnership, with 3MTT, it is 3 million technical talents, one of the initiatives of this, of the federal government. So we are in that program, and through our own intervention, we're supporting about 25,000 young Nigerians to be able to acquire some digital skills. Around education, we have a partnership with UNICEF, where we are connecting schools digitally to education. We started this is the 3rd year of that partnership. It's a 5-year partnership. Presently, we are in over 1,350 schools, that we're supporting monthly with data for the children to be able to learn online, digitally. Our reach is about 800,000 Nigerian students. About 17,000 teachers are also participating. We intend to scale that up, you know, get into more communities so that the young children can actually have access to education without having to carry physical books, right? And so many other things for our social investment, because we believe that that is our social capital to operate, and we'll continue to do more.
All right.
Thank you.
I believe all this information is available on Airtel's website, all this and more, and of course the social media pages for Airtel.
Sure.
But we have to say a big thank you to you, Mr. Femi Adeniran, for coming to talk to us today about this, and good luck with all the future projects.
Thank you so much. Good to be here. Thank you.
All right then. Now you heard it here first. Quite a few amazing things happening with Airtel, and we have to say a big thank you to them for coming to talk to us about it today. We'll be taking another quick break, but there's still more on Wake Up Nigeria.